Aha! What up, YouTube? This is Geo Stealth R1. And how is it I got somebody already in here? Interesting. Well, thank you for being part of my notification squad. What do we have here right now? We have the Traxxas Summit, New York City edition, codename Protocol. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait for you guys to come in. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit more wine for the finer things in life. I found out the proper way to drink wine is you have to hold it like this instead of holding it like this. So that's the proper way to drink wine. Ethan, what's going on? Welcome. Mr. Lewis LPRC, yo, what's going on, buddy? Yo, this is the car I gotta drive through Times Square with. Hot Will 04, what's going on, bro? Adam. Adam says, Adam Johnston. Also easier to slam down wine holding it that way. That is true. Killer 0428. Can I get some of that? It's not a bad brand, Josh. Lewis LPRC, let's go to Times Square with that truck. You know what? That might be a plan. See what you're doing on Sunday. I might be in the city tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. Email me, bro, so we can exchange contact information, bro. Because I have. Well, let's just start this off. With I could have the sirens. All right. Let me see. Gage, Brock. Yo, I have a Traxxas Max 8S swapped with the Max. Wait, the Traxxas X Max or the Max? Gage. Randy Thomas, what's going on? Long time. Hey Gio, it's been a minute. Yeah, it has been. Adam says, haha. Ricardo Ramos, what's going on? Adam says, police lights look cool on that. Thank you very much. Siren 2, yep. I don't even know how to say your name, bro. I don't want to say Anil RC. Hopefully I said it right. He says Monster NYPD. Yeah, man, this is my NYPD vehicle. For guys who have seen my channel, these lights, if you look at it, let's see if I can get this thing going. These stickers on the lights are just like the ones that you see. Let me see if I can get this. You see how they... I really should turn off the lights on my... see how it flashes? These are the same stickers that they utilize for the NYPD cars. Oh, you see it from the side. There you go. And if you flash light on it, it lights up and everything like that. So I try to make it as authentic as possible for NYPD. And then I ended up throwing the NYPD logo on there. And yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff that I ended up throwing on there. So let me see. Hot Willow says Beast. Smokey B26, what's going on, buddy? Alrighty, so let's go down the summit. This is my Traxxas Summit. If you guys have been part of my channel throughout the years, primarily what's initially transpired throughout the years is when I ended up building this RC was originally a brushed, was it brushless or brushed? Probably brushless. No, it was two motor drive brushed E-Revo, which I changed into a Summit. A lot of people called it a Rummet, which was the weirdest thing I've ever heard before, but that's what they called it. If you guys are able to check out my older videos, I ended up getting the Traxxas Mamba Monster 2. Just type in Traxxas Summit Mamba Monster 2 Fire. And my fire, you actually heard me curse. I didn't even have the thing out for like 10 minutes, no, 5 minutes, and the thing went up in smoke. And I had the first batch of the Castle Creations Mama Monster 2 edition in the Traxxas Summit at the time. And the only thing this is missing is the locking diffs. I changed it back to a brushed edition. Throughout the years, it had the Mama Monster 2 set up in there, but it was just too much for these type of wheels and stuff like that. So once again, I'll start from the outside in, and it's kind of weird because for some reason, a lot of the people just dropped off. A lot of people just dropped off. Like there's nobody in my room. Is there? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Is everybody there? Did I lose you guys? Yes, man. Oh, you hear me? Okay. Yeah, for some reason my people just dropped off my thing. All right, so Louis LPRC says Sunday night works. It has to be Friday. Sunday night I work. It has to be Friday or Saturday night around 1:30 a.m. That's the best time for me to go. I'm waiting for a friend to let me know if we're going to do it tomorrow nights or Saturday night. You know what? Hit me up on Instagram. We'll BS for a little bit. I might be able to convince one of my friends to go out there with just to chill as well. Yes. Send me info on Instagram. Excellent. Yes, man. I'm a rapper, but like electric too. Now, if you guys don't know what a barapper is, it means nitro or gasoline, mostly gasoline. Let me see. Hot Will says yeah. Ethan says yes. Lewis says I can hear you. And Anil, am I saying it right? And ill. I'm gonna call it NL. I think that sounds a little bit better. All right, so let's talk about the Traxxas Summit again. So if you guys are looking at these huge tires, these are the Jumbo Kongs. If you ever type in RC Spark Studios and GeoStealth R1, Medic ended up giving me a big shout out because he ended up doing one of his summits with the Jumbo Kongs as well. So he gave me a pretty cool shout out with that one. I appreciate that. I was just chit chatting with my man Chris. Everyday RC, we were on the phone for like an hour, BS, and he's looking to get back into the RC game. Just like him, a lot of my RCs are dated. On my last episode that you guys saw, you noticed that we found out that the Emax is not in production anymore. So the Emax is done. The funny car is not in production anymore, so that's done. I don't even know what's up with my other RCs. I think the Yeti XL, that's out of production. I don't even know about the other Yetis and stuff like that. Yeah, so many things are going out of production. It's not even funny. And now, it says good job, bro. Michael says, hey Gio, what's going on? Louis LPRC says 1:30 a.m. is a ghost town, no traffic in Times Square, no people. I mean, there's one or two junkies out there, but that's about it. See, those are the guys that worry about the junkies. Alrighty, so let's talk about what's on this car. So now I already ended up going from the IMAX Jumbo Kongs. And a lot of people are going to ask me about these lights. These lights are pretty cool. You're able to switch them up. If you're looking at the backside, I think this is the button. And you're able to change a few things. I'll start from the front. You're able to change a few things on this, a few sequences. Oops, I ended up doing the wrong one. This one. There you go. Little Knight Rider thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been pulled over, have to see this crap. I know I've had to see this, dealing with people out there, officers pulling me over and stuff like that, especially when I ride. So, all right, so we'll just leave it like that. And then it also changes it out on the back end as well. So you're looking, damn, the stickers are even coming up. What the hell button? That has to be the siren. What the hell button is this? don't even know. I think this changes out the back. Yeah, that's the back one. All right, so that's the lights for the front and rear. Just type in on Google, just police lights for RCs, and a company should be coming up and stuff like that. These lights have a different sequence, but I ended up getting that off of eBay. God knows how long ago. It's from India. I have no idea. I custom painted my white body. Remember when I told you about the fire that ended up happening? It's still burnt. It's still a little burnt. That's the way I ran my cabling. And those are the two 9-volt batteries that I installed over there. Everything is pretty tight. As for now, I'm surprised those batteries still even work. You know how you test it. You come across and you just put your tongue on it and then you test it out. So that's pretty much it. And then you got the rear lights. Here's the back of it. Key back 200 feet. Courtesy, professionalism, respect. That was on the back. I think it came out. This is very dusty, as you can see. I think it came out pretty good when I ended up doing this body. I'm gonna put you to the side. Have another sip of wine. Cheers to all my people out there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Blurry. I can't see that good. Is it blurry? Guys, is it blurry? Let me see. Noel says, what's good, Gio? Quick question. Can you recommend an upgrade servo for my stock Fortec that fits right? Bro, I had to put in the 2075X. I would say go with the higher speed servo from Traxxas, because I tried two different types of servos and it didn't really work as well. But Lewis LPRC ended up fitting, I forgot what servo it was, but when I had the whole hot racing stuff in there, it just didn't fit correctly. I just don't know why, Wyatt RC, what's going on? He says, what's up, brother? I guess he's saying thank you for all you do. We will have to bash after this is over. Everyday RC2. Yeah, definitely so, man. I was speaking with him for a long time, and we were just catching up. Calderon PR. Love that the summit, brother. Long time no speak, my man. JP Slayer Racing. Nice rig. Thank you very much. Ethan says no. Wired RC says clear to me. Louis Elpire says Savox Servo. I have a video of it on my channel. Yes, he does. Definitely check out the channel. Type in Lewis's YouTube account, and he does have that. I mean, I tried two different servos. It didn't work for me. So hopefully it works for you. Let me see. Calderon PR says, Gio, you should build a Traxxas Bigfoot Geo style. You know what? I was going to make this into a Bigfoot because you're able to put the slash body on it and make it a Bigfoot type theme, from what I understand. I was thinking about doing that. All right, so let's go into Geo. I just sent you. Yeah, it just popped up when you heard my thing go bloop bloop. That was you. Calderon PR says, "Glad to see you back, brother. God bless you, and God bless you too, my friend." All right, so let's go to the front. All right, we're gonna go into the front. I had to buy this specifically for the Summit because, like I said, this used to be an old E-Revo, so that technically was an upgrade. As you can see, I got the steel drive shafts that keep popping out, which I hate. I do have the white RPM arms and steering blocks right there. If you guys are interested in finding out, I don't even know if they sell white anymore, but I ended up getting it for the Summit. I thought white popped off really, really, really nice, and I ended up getting it. And that's why Medic ended up putting me on, because that's primarily what he ended up doing with his. So that was a cool upgrade. If you guys like the live content feed that I'm doing, definitely give me a thumbs up. It does help out the channel. I got the adjustable, what the hell are these things called? Shoulder rockers, I think they were called. It's right here, stainless in aluminum, and this is from Nypd. You're able to set different sizes, as you can see. A lot of people have never really seen this. You're able to set it for the E-Revo and the Summit, which is pretty well done. So That's pretty cool. All right, so let me see. Lewis RC says the servo will fit perfectly on the Fortec 2.0 and works perfectly. Michael says upgrade the servos and the summits and get spiral gears. I'm thinking about getting spiral gears for this. I don't know about me upgrading the servo. I'll have to just get one big servo. Steve OD from the 313. What's up? What's up, Gio? Lewis up here. RC says Steve 313 in the house. Steve OD says Lewis up here. RC's RC freak laughing out loud. All right, so let's go back. As you guys can see over here, RC screw kit, which I ended up buying from them. Yeah, that was so long ago. These tires are so dry. Jesus, look at all the dust that's on this side. You know, I should have wiped it down as much as I could. This is all coming from my garage. Let's go to the back. Oh my God, why do you have so much weight on you? Oh snap! I still have the nickel metal hydride batteries. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty dirty right here, but that is my police license plate from New York that I ended up putting in the back. Wow, this thing is wrecked, you know, but it is what it is. You guys can see I drive it. Also, on the rear, you see the Traxxas, the Nypd shock rockers. I believe that's what they are, shock rockers. And it was cool adjusting them. I thought it was a cool upgrade that I ended up putting on there. As you can see, my drive shaft is all torn apart over here. It's not even on. Look at this, it's not even on. See, I told you, this thing pops off like you wouldn't believe. I've tried everything in my power to make these work correctly, and it just never has. It never did the job that it was supposed to do. So, yeah, either I'm gonna have to go MIP or whatever. It wasn't as bad on the Emax, but on this, it's no bueno. Definitely no bueno. As you can see, these are the white RPMs in the rear. I do not have a wheelie bar on this thing. Kind of took away from the RC when I ended up showcasing it in Manhattan, in the Bronx one day. I was in the Bronx when I ended up doing that. Okay, oh God, the weight. Let me get another drink. All right, this is a universal Dusty Motors Shroud. I believe this is the XL size. They make one specifically for the e-Revo, but this one actually you Velcro onto the sides and you put this and wraps around. Really, really nicely done. Motor mounts from Nypd, which is, cheers. Thank you very much, Steve. You as well. From Nypd was a motor mount that I got for this. As you can see, I ended up changing it back to a brushed edition. And I have an Nypd fan, which should have its own fan power, which is dead. Oh no, it's on. This is pretty, this thing blows out like you wouldn't believe. All right, so, wow, is it me or do I? Oh, I left the batteries in here. Oh my God, these things have to be. Oh, this is not good. I haven't touched this thing in God knows how long. What are the chances of my nickel metal hydride batteries even working? I don't even know. I don't even know. All right, so as I took off the lid, like I said, I ended up putting the 12-volt battery connector over here. Shock mounts from Nypd, aluminum in the back. And then I ended up going with chrome shock covers. Wow, this thing is still even plugged in. Good God. You're lucky they weren't lipos. Yeah, but these things are expensive too. I don't know if these are the more power, it has the ID one, so this is only 3,000 milliamp. You know, let's try to, I mean, look, I spent good money on this thing, the dual charger. So might as well use the dual charger, see what's happening with these. Supposedly it should tell it right off the bat if these things are working or not. So we're gonna find out right now. Let me plug you in. Somewhat. There we go. Okay. Let me take out this other battery. I gotta get ready. Possibly doing a 1 o'clock in the morning run. All right. Take you out. Close you back up. The only problem with the eRevo and the Summit chassis is mainly because you can't fit bigger batteries into this. Cool concept, but you know what? A lot of people want bigger, more runtime or whatever. So let's see what's going on with these batteries. Let me push you just a little bit more back. Oops, don't fall me. Don't fall because I don't even think you're gonna come. It's not even telling me what it is. Shouldn't it light up lipo or? Let's look at this. It doesn't even tell you. I think it's telling me it's dead. Yeah, I think this is telling me it's dead. It's not even registering. It's not even registering. So, well, we'll contact Traxxas. See if Traxxas. You have to jump start the battery. How? If this thing won't even light up. That's the problem with these newfangled ID chargers, you know. I have the adapters, so I'm probably gonna have to do that. But yeah. All right. Michael says, I thought you had the Mama Monster in the Summit, if I remember correctly. Yes, I did. I took all that stuff out and put it into the Kyosho GP2E VE or something like that. That was a long time ago. Earl Moorhead says, hey guys, my favorite RC. You have to jumpstart the battery. You said just read. Thank you very much, Earl. Charge it on. Yeah, no, it doesn't even change it, man. Like usually it would indicate, you know, give me one option or another. You know, unless I have to go into my app and see what's going on with that. Maybe I'll go into my app. Oh, you're angry. So angry. So angry. Well, we'll see what happens. All right. Enough about that. Let me see. Noel, would you ever buy a nitro truck? If so, which one? Nitro truck. The one nitro vehicle that I've always wanted in my possession. I mean, you guys are free to buy it for me if you want. But but the one nitro truck that I always wanted in my possession was the Jado. The Jado 3.3. And I know nothing about gas. I know nothing about nitro, but the Jado 3.3 would have been the way to go. Let me see. A Neil. I'm gonna say A Neil RC. Hey man, I have a lot of X-Max parts on the eRevo 2.0 parts to give somebody. You have a lot of X-Max parts on. Wait, I have a lot of X-Max parts on the Traxxas eRevo 2.0 parts to give to somebody. You lost me on that one. You have a lot of X-Max parts on the eRevo 2.0 to give. I just explained that, A Neil. Let me see. Unplug. Earl says unplug the balance port, charge on the nickel metal hydride for 2 minutes. Yeah, but these are the smart connectors. That's the problem. That's the issue that I'm having. I have the adapters. I have to look into that because I have other chargers at the house. Steve OD313 says those are the nickel metal hydride packs, Earl. I thought they were lipos. Calderon PR says Jado. So yeah, that's. I think I used these once. I'm gonna contact Traxxas, see what they could do for me. They're pretty on point when it comes down to situations like this. You know, so we'll see. You know, supposedly they're supposed to get really hot, whatever. You know, I rarely ever use them. I just bought them to drive this thing around. What I'm probably gonna have to do is change out the. If I'm gonna drive this thing again, I have to change out the drive shafts to the eRevo drive shafts and do it like that. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. Let me put you guys back together. I'll just put you like that. Put the body back on, which makes the truck what it is. Okay. Alrighty, so a little bit of Q&A for you guys as I have another drink. I know this is why I put these videos are not made for kids. You know. Oh, thank you very much, Steve OD from the 313. You know. And thank you, Steve, for the donation of $20. I really appreciate that, man. You are on point. So, let me see. Earl says, "Very cool summit. Thank you very much. That is my Traxxas summit. Definitely check out the earlier video. I started showcasing a lot of things on there." Jeremy says, "Needs spinal half shafts for axles." Yeah. Yeah, yes, I believe that. Michael says, "No ID plug, you need to hold them." Wait, no ID plug, you need to hold it down to start at the same time. Yeah, but it usually indicates. Let me see something. Yeah, but it would light up, right? Yeah, this thing says it's angry. It would light up and tell me, you know, ready to start, ready to stop. But I'll do that. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't even give me the indication light that it's a nickel metal hydrate. So, Lord knows I don't want to start a fire or anything like that. You know, I'll see what's happening over there. All right, next. I want to give it to somebody, but what parts are you talking about? Like list. You said you had X-Max parts you want to give to somebody, or you have eRevo 2.0 parts you want to give to somebody. Are they used or are they new, like taken off immediately? Like if I gave away all the parts for these guys, it's brand new because I just upgraded it immediately when I got it. So that's what I'm talking about when you're talking to giveaway stuff. Steve OD, I guess you got my joke. Let me see. Earl says, I will. I remember that build. Oh yeah. This is a classic build. What are you saying? You know, put on the lights. Put on the lights to see the. You know what? I'll do this for you guys. To give you a better visualization of what it really looks like at nighttime. Boom, 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 boom. It's gonna get dark. Yep, it is going to get dark. And I'll just do this for like 30 seconds or anything like that. See, it's weird because the other lights are not on. But if you look at, where's my phone? Okay, so that's the way it looks like. And if you have, if you're looking at it from like this, so I can see it from here. Okay, so you see it from here on how it sets up, the NYPD stuff. And that's the way I have it set up for nighttime use. So when you're flashing headlights and like that, it does shine off, you know, like that. And then you have this car pull up behind you and you're like all pissed off and freaking out because now you know it's the cherries that are behind you, you know. All right, let me turn the light back on. Bum, 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 bum. Look what my living room has become. I just want you to see what I've been doing. And just setting this whole up when I give you the presentation and stuff like that. And I sit right here with my pillows, have my wine, show you my truck. There you go. All right, where are we at? Um, if you had a fire, at least the NYPD is ready to be there. Nah, man, I need the fire department here. Who cares about NYPD being here? I need a fire department, RC. Um, Earl says, Steve 313. I did an infraction build. I called out your channel, painted your name on the body. Check it out. Oh, nice, bro. Good shout out to Steve OD from the 313. Jeremy says, How are you powering the lights? Underneath, ended up like that. 9-volt battery. It's the easiest way to do it. And that's how I power the siren as well. Easiest way, quick disconnect, you're good to go. You know, it's the best way and easiest way to do it. And then, you know, and here's my 9-volt for the siren. All right. Stuart. Hey, Steve-O D. Look after yourself, buddy. A Neil. It's used, but like new condition. But what parts are they? Are they the X-Max parts or are they the E-Revo parts? Lewis LPRCs. Alrighty, RC Freaks, time for me to go. Get ready. Later, Gio. Yo, Lewis, take it easy, bro. Steve OD from the 303 at Earl Moorhead. Oh, for real? That's awesome. I'll definitely check it out. Thanks for the shout out, bro. Thank you, buddy. Lewis LPRCs. Later, yo. Later, Lou. I copied your 9-volt battery lights on my Summit. Awesome. And like I said, you know, there's little tips and tricks that I do on my RCs to help people out. You know, a lot of people are always curious. What did you do? How did you do it? How was it set up? You know, and you know, I like helping people out. It's you know, I've been doing this, showcasing you guys for the last 9 years. So, you know, that's primarily it. You know, so that being said, I'll take a few more questions before I end this 32-minute video. Oh, last question of the night. What are the next RCs that you want me to do? I have 3 slashes, 1 Traxxas rally car. I have the M41 boat. I have the Mini E-Revo, the Mini Grave Digger, the Axial SCX10, the Axial Yeti Junior, 110 scale and 1/8 scale. I have the E-Revo, and I think that's it. And the Alias, I think. So, and this is RC Jungle. Yeah, it is an RC Jungle out there. It's crazy. Let me see. Earl says, your tricks and tips help me build a lot of my RCs. Glad you're back. Earl, thank you very much, man. Look, a lot of people who watch my channels have watched my videos know that I was pretty much out of the game. I was so out of this game that I was about to sell every RC. I didn't make any videos for really showcasing RCs for almost a year. And did you do the Sunkiss X-Max? Yeah, bro. Everything that you see here, Steve, has been done. I've had its own separate video for. Everyone has had his own separate video. And Sunkiss got his video. Found out that I need a servo. Steve, I don't know if you have another servo, but bring that shit to me. The servo's done on that one, so I gotta get a servo for the X-Max. Smokey, how much would you sell the M41 for? I don't know. When you see the video, you'll notice all the hot race. I bought everything from hot racing possible, even to the battery cool down tray. I have the telemetry system set up in there, wire mesh. I mean, that might be another another one I might do. Let me see. Steve OD, you had an auction on my Hangouts. Yeah, that's where I was at. I was actually, it's time for a little bit as I'm BSing with you guys. You know what? Let's go all in. And for you guys that don't think I see this, I found this better than anything else. This is like a Merlot, and this is a Cabernet Sauvignon. I guess that's how you say it. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, let me get another sip of this. Let me see, Earl. I begged you not to sell them. So glad you didn't. Oh yeah, you did. I was at the point where I was just gonna keep my three top RCs and just be done with it and buy an awesome new motorcycle. Let me see. Both of them. Uh, A Neil says he has both extra parts for the X Max and the E Revo. I guess a typo ended up happening there. Are you looking to give them away on your channel? I mean, if so, um, put it down. I'll say it to the crowd in here. They're most likely reading everything that's happening, and definitely give it away. I mean, unless you got a servo over there, you could send one to me. I can't. I have to get that thing up and running. So that's what I'm missing. So if you have a servo, we're good. I didn't want to take apart. I know it's one part that's broken in there, but I have the Hot Racing Metal Gears for the 2070, 2085, not X, but the 85. And I know the motor burnt out, but on the other video, I had another motor. I have to look for that, and it's just convoluted. I didn't want to deal with it. Steve OD from 313 says, Earl Motorhead agreed. Earl Moorhead said, cheers. Steve OD from 313, laughing out loud. We don't quit even with the wine, laughing out loud. Earl says, so true. Steve, so true. I mean, look, I'm drinking wine right now. I think I'm being very conservative on drinking wine. I think when the goose is out, it's not pretty. I have a whole bottle of goose ready for me to crack open, and I got cranberry juice over there. So who knows? I might do something like that on the weekend and stuff like that. So look, in the bottom, right around here should be. Tell me which RC would you like for me to do next? I already got a vote for an M41. When's the goose gonna be loose? I don't know. I think I'll make the goose. It should have been with Goose Chase, the Fortec. I think I'll do the goose when I get the drive shafts and the other orange parts that I bought for the Max, and then I could do its maiden voyage. So I'll probably do the goose. The goose will be loose around there. The good thing about wine is that you could drink a little bit of it, and you get buzzed. Oh, the hospital vid was crazy. Yo, look, I ended up doing that vid like if I was playing a video game. I had somebody, talk smack to me, and I'm like, look, I can't film patients. And the patients were in a totally different part of the hospital. They ended up taking out all the anesthesia cards. It was not New York City's the outskirts, and it's bleeding over into Suffolk County, New York. So that's primarily it. And I kind of thought it was cool me walking through there and seeing the whole place like a ghost town. That hospital is usually packed. I'm not gonna say which hospital it was, but it's usually packed with people, and it was dead, dead. Let me see the the OGE Revo 1.0. Okay, we got to vote for the E Revo. Earl says, I would have been drinking goose in that hospital. Yo, you know what? One time I brought one of my RCs into that. I think it was a mini Z. And I did like a quick video. I didn't want to get in trouble, but it was like kind of like I was working on it in the operating room. Okay, let me see. A Neil RC says, I have parts for a boot truck, man. I have. Oh, he retracted it. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Let me see. Sinister RC, better get a buzz. 14%. What's four? What's 14%? Oh, your phone, or is my phone? I don't know. Calderon says E Revo Generation One. Steve OD. So that's 2 votes for the E Revo. Steve OD from the 313 says my sister and brother-in-law are RNs and just got assigned to COVID-19 floor, bro. I just did a video and YouTube bumped me out because they were listening to Crazy by KC and JoJo, and I barely had it up, and they not blocked it but restricted the video. I'm like, come on, please. Let me see. Smokey B26. I know what you have it. I've been things. Your what? I've been what things your channels since G1. Yes, Smokey, you have been there since G1 was born. It was because you and Ace that I own 2 rustlers. Thank you very much, and especially that Ace and everything like that. Ace Draven 3907. I wish I recorded him when I spoke to him like last month. He's doing well and everything like that, and I invited him over to my house. So there'll be a video one day when we just do a live conversation with me and Draven very soon. Sinister says alcohol 14% every glass. Oh, not bad. Neil, yes, I have a steering shover as well. Yo, what's up? Bring that over here, buddy. Let me see. Earl says, Steve OD, that's scary. I'm sure we all appreciate the services. Yeah, man. Look, what's happening here in New York, if you see the amount of bodies that are coming through, it's insane. And it's sad because you look at, if you got it and you're dying alone. And if your family members are there, they're not letting you die with them. So it's a very messed up situation. I'm still in scrubs. Not many people know I'm in scrubs, but I'm still wearing my scrubs right now. So let me see. And the reason why I'm still, before I get yelled at, they make you change outside and wear their scrubs before you get in there. So that's primarily it. Steve says, Earl, thank you very much, brother. Tracy Lee, I'm late to the party. Nah, we're like two gulps left. 2 gulps left, and I was supposed to stop this like 10 minutes ago. So we have 2 votes for the E-Revo Generation 1, and we have 1 vote for the M41. I want the 2.0. I do want the 2.0, but it's just shelling out the money, man. Because you guys know, when I have an RC, it's not. Look, if I didn't upgrade these RCs, I'd probably have hundreds of RCs in my house, but I upgrade them. For the amount of money I just spent on the Max upgrading that thing, I could have bought 2 other RCs, without even batting an eye. Yeah, 2 other RCs. One good. I could have bought another E-Revo. How about that? I could have bought another E-Revo with the upgrades that I did on that car. So could have bought another E-Revo upgrading this thing. So Earl says, love how 8 p.m. we cheer for the nurse and doctors doing the long shift and service in California. We cheer at 8 p.m. Oh, you guys do the cheering? Oh, really? Let me see. Noel says the mini rally. Oh, the Traxxas cobblestone. Now, what I could do is, I did this only one time before. I did the PlayStation 4 110 scale rally car and the Traxxas 118 scale rally car next to each other, which was a PlayStation Vita. I could do that. Smokey says, Smokey B26, if you get that 2.0, what you selling the 1.0 for? Oh man, I don't even know, bro. Um, I don't even know. See, the one thing about the 1.0 is that I have that dope ass roll cage on there. I have MIP drive shafts. Well, you know what? Once I do a video on it, then you'll see exactly what's in there. There's a lot of stuff in that e-Revo. Plus, that e-Revo is very famous because it had those NTG tracks on them. So, I don't know. You know, I would have to look. I would have to see exactly what's the benefit of between having the newer version as opposed to the older version. Because Lord knows, if I get the new version, it pretty much gives me a lot of the things that the older version has, upgraded parts, but the older one is faster than the newer one because of the Mamba Monster 1 edition. But it's still archaic at that point. Earl says, let's see the e-Revo 1.0. Okay, well, you know what? I guess that's going to be the next video, the e-Revo 1.0. So I'll do that. That'll be the next video I come across and do that. As you guys, if you're able to check out my Instagram account, you'll be able to see pictures. Let me see if I have my phone around here again. Where's my phone? And you'll see, once I start throwing stuff up, like, I ended up doing things like this. For you guys to check out. And then I just took a picture of that. But if you're able to go into my Instagram account, you'll be able to see a lot of things that I do. Let's see. A lot of things that I do on my Instagram, of stuff, videos that are coming out, very soon. And a whole bunch of other crap, that was me writing. That's focusing pretty clear. It's pretty beast. That's when I did the Rustler. That's the Gravedigger. You get that. That's me showing you I'm getting a bottle of Grey Goose. That's what you missed out, man. That's what you missed out. There I did the two Traxxas, TRX4s. That was me in the hospital. If you guys don't check everything out, I'm in the nitty gritty of all that stuff. There was Sunkissed. There we go. That was Steve OD. You missed out on that one. What's the matter with you? I did the Breakneck, which is the XO1. I don't know what the hell I did here. I think I just took a picture. We're still loading. The hell are we loading? I guess we're still loading. Why are we loading? Let me see if I'm able to get up to the internet. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Cancel. Oh. If you're able to see this, you would have noticed that, you saw all the upgrades that I was doing for the Max. That's still taking some time to think about. There's my little man. My little man. If you guys don't know what his name is Traxxas. Yep, that's my little man. Little guy. Punk ass. This is when I did the chrome. Full chrome on the UDR. That's another thing you'll be able to see on my Instagram account. That's when I was building the chrome. There's my little man. Yeah, I love you, buddy. You're a good dog. That was me. I forgot where I was. I was riding one day. Yeah. Oh, it was cold that day. Yeah, I think I was going to Best Buy. That was me still doing the chrome. And that's when I bought all the stuff for the chrome. Giving you guys a heads up. Me, fire, you get the gist of it. That's my hobby room with the bikes and my mountain bike. And just for you guys to get a lot of people like to hang out over here. I know a lot of people look at this and like, oh my God, you got too many toys. I do, I have too many toys. So those are the things you get to see on my Instagram account. Focus, focus, focus. Come back here. Yeah, there you go, focus. All right. Sinister says, nice motorcycle. Tracy is a great choice. Love to see the E-Revo. A Neil RC says, God bless you, my brother. Stay safe. The mini rally he wants. That black chrome was a lot of work, bro. You have no idea how much work that was. You have no idea. That thing was insane. That was insane. I knew it was gonna be a lot of work until I got to the front part of it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this off camera because I'm getting annoyed. So that's initially what I ended up doing. Anyway, yo, glad you guys were able to enjoy nighttime live streaming with me. If you like the live video content that I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. If you like the other types of videos that I do, which are these type of videos, because so somebody said, I like the way you did your other stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, when you did your other videos, it would be, you would showcase stuff. And I'm like, oh, I get it. I know what you're talking about. Let me see. Like people would like stuff like this, where I would do things like this and have an intro and everything like that. So I have terrible service here. And this is probably going to go through my speakers. I think so, maybe. Jesus Christ. Oh, advertisements. I have to do advertisements too, buddy. That's how it goes. Let me get up the network because obviously this oh, that's why you won't go through. Because you're on this. Let's try this. Let's try that again. Play.
Our members understand social distancing, being prepared, and overcoming challenges.
Here we go.
What up, YouTube? This is GeoSelf1, and I'm coming to you with another upgrade for the Traxxas X-Max.
There you go. So people like that with the intro and doing things like this. So that's pre-taped, focus, pre-taped stuff. So let me see. Steve O.D. says, later, fellas. Oh, gives a thumbs up. Jay, I got a 6900 kV, 1406, 110 Castle motor for my brushed Revo, 116 scale. Okay, does anyone know what other parts are needed? The mount, possibly the mount. The motor mount, you would have to go with the brushed edition. The brushed edition, oh wait, you do have the brushed edition, so you're good. What other parts needed? You would need an ESC that can handle that. Earl says, later, Steve-O. Demo RC says, yo, Geo, what's going on, man? Vortex, RPM arms are also shim diffs. RPM arms are also shim diffs. Are they? Well, look into that. Demo RC says, give a like, everyone. Yeah, give me a like. What's the matter with you guys? Let me see. MTC Chicken 25. Drink a glass for me, my brother. Yeah, I'm almost done, man. I'm almost done. Yo, let me tell you guys something. Here you go. Cheers. Cheers to my people that are just chilling with me and chilling with everybody else in the room. So let me give you a quick story about my man, MTC Chicken 25. So I'm in Florida. I hit him up. I said, yo, I'm coming over there. He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, bro. I'm in Jacksonville. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna head over there. We're gonna chill for a little while and everything like that. I think I rented out a convertible Mustang, a white convertible Mustang. I pull up to the house. We're hanging out, and now a lot of people don't know this. Shh, keep this on the down low. I dabble in a little bit of nicotine, and so does he. So, which is a great thing because I ended up doing a video with him. He ended up, like I said, when I do things like that, I don't need notoriety, to showcase something like that. I thought he was cool as hell, and I let him do a video, and I did a video for him, specifically for him, and just talking and talking and talking. We were smoking cigarettes. We were relaxing in the backyard. He introduced me to a few of his friends. We were chilling in his living room, and we were just shooting for I think 2 hours. I think 2 hours we were chilling and shooting before we ended up going to the backyard and relaxing and stuff like that. But definitely a cool guy. Definitely cool. If you guys get the opportunity, definitely check out his channel, MTC Took It 25. Very cool, man. I can't wait till the speedrun things come back with you. Definitely great video content with that. Vortex is for his mini E-Revo. Castle makes an ESC for that. Earl says MTC Tookie 20. MTC Tookie, big fist pump, 100%. Tyler Stone, what's going on? Tyler, I always see you, but I haven't actually seen you on the live feed. But yo, what's going on, my man? He says, hi, buddy, how you been? It's been a minute since I've seen you. Yeah, man, it's been a while. Tina, there's a Tina here. You have to be somebody's mom. No females drop on my channel for some reason, but Tina Markowski. I'm gonna say Markowski. Hopefully, I got it right. Markowski. I'm hoping. Tina just got back from taking my Summit out on runs and has the jumbo cons on it too. Oh, really? Nice. Now I have to say, Tina, it's either this is your wife's account, or this is your mom's account. Let me see. MTC Took It 25 says, ha 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 ha. Man, one love. Yeah, one love to you, my man. Let me see. Tina's Earl says, Tina, the Summit is a blast. Mine is on 6S. So much fun. See, I had mine on 6S and I stopped that. I totally stopped that. So that being said, I'm hitting the 1 hour mark. For you guys that ended up staying with me, I really appreciate your time. Definitely give me a thumbs up. Like I said, it's not the fact that I'm showboating or anything like that. It's not the fact that I'm trying to make money on everything like that. But I do want to showcase a lot of the RCs and what people can do with their RCs and customizing and everything like that. I'm kind of like your Pimp My Ride for YouTube RCs and stuff like that. So, I mean, worst case scenario, if you wanted, I could take this RC, whip my finger like this, like a whip, and throw it against the wall and say, hey, 10,000 views. If you're looking for customizing things, you definitely check out my channel. If you're not, then throw your RC against the wall and say, hey, you know what? Let me do my thing like that. Anyway, Tyler Stone says, just want to say thank you for all that you do, my brother. Tyler, it's appreciated, my friend. Thank you very much for checking out the live feed. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe. Until my fellas up in YouTube. Oh, and either tonight or maybe tomorrow, I'll do the E-Revo 1.0. Rate, comment, subscribe. Until my fellas up in YouTube. Later.